Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. I'm at Star Cottage Studio. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you're all having a great day. I'm keeping my ear out for rain. Um, it's a little cloudy here, um, and um, I left my windows down in the car. I don't think it's going to rain. I really don't, which is why I didn't wind them up. But if I have to go darting outside at any point, it's because it rained. But I think it's going to be okay. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Suzanne is here. Says, hello, everyone. Enjoy your afternoon. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. Thank you. Marion says, a fine but windy afternoon. Greetings to all. Rain in the future for us, says Suzanne. Oh, boy. Yeah, we do not. I don't know if we have rain. I didn't even look. I should have looked. That could have been a good thing to do, instead of wondering. Oh yes, it's supposed to start raining here around 3 to 4 thunderstorms. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna hold out yet and see what happens. Hello, Danette. So we had a storm here in Salzburg, and it's thundering in New Alexandria way. Maybe I should go put my windows up. Let me go put my windows up, and then I won't have to worry about it. I should have done that before. I am running just a tad bit late today because I started cleaning, and I got distracted by trying to clean up a little bit. So I'll be right back. All right. Back, everyone. Hello, hello. Let's see here. Suzanne says, go put your windows up. Dennis says, I'd go put the windows up. I did. Angela is here. Hello, Angela. Thank you for joining us. Marion's a little bit smoky up there as well. Oh boy, that's sad. Susan is here. It's sunny and hot at the moment here in Durham, with thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Yeah, apparently we're going to get thunderstorms too. It is now bright and sunny out there. There's not like a cloud in the sky, but we'll see what ends up happening. I hate getting into a car that's super hot from all the windows up, and I've been doing that the last few days. And today I said I'm going to leave my windows down. Well, of course, today's the day. Apparently, it's going to thunderstorm. So I'm back. I put them up. I did that. I think that was a good call. Hello, Kim. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to do some of my favorite things today. I went through a lot of different drawers and a lot of different places, and I pulled some of my favorite things. Some of these things I haven't seen in quite some time. So I actually forgot that we had some of them. So I hope you like them. We're going to get started pretty soon today. I'm not going to take too much time, I think, maybe chatting too much in the beginning. We'll see, because I get to talking usually, and then it's an hour has gone by and I don't even realize it. But it's been a good day here. I woke up earlier this morning and me and the cats hung out a little bit. I sent out some emails and text messages. Today is the last day of our online sale. So On the road is the discount code. If you'd like to save 25% in our online sale, you can still do that, but today is the last day. I am bringing back the prize with every order. So if you place an order, you will get a special prize included with your order that we will pick for you when we ship. And I'm going to try and pick some good stuff, y'all. I'm going to try and pick some good stuff for you. So if you place an order today, you'll get that. And it says I put my order in. Thank you. I did see that. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's going on here. Our friend Barb, many of you remember Barb. Barb stopped by today to say hi. And she's in amongst a lot of things. As many of you know, she's gotten a place down in Florida. And she still has her place here. So she is... they are working on everything. What are they going to do? What's going on? You know, all that kind of stuff. We're all trying to clean out things and get rid of things. Hello, Vicky. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, it was nice to see her. She actually still had a key here to the cottage. Whenever she left, we had her keep it because she lives very close by. So for a while we had her keep it just in case we needed her, or you know, sometimes we lock ourselves out, something like that happened. At least we knew somebody close that would have a key. But they're getting ready to head back down to Florida in a little bit, and she didn't want the key around. So she dropped that off to us, and just sat and chatted with her for a little while about things going on. It was good to catch up with her, so that was really nice. Marion dealt with some recycling and laundry this morning. Nice. I should have dealt with some laundry this morning, but I did not. I did some emailing. I did some text messaging about the sale. Did some packing, dropped off some things at the post office. Yeah, today I was going to go to my pottery class today, but my mom told me that my nephew has some games here in town again. So I let my pottery teacher know I probably wouldn't be there today. I might go tomorrow instead. It depends on if she might have the class canceled tomorrow. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I might just do 2 classes next week. So we might have some earlier days next week too, depending on how things pan out. I was gonna do a later night. I was thinking about doing a later night tonight, but then when I found out he had games and my pottery stuff happens tonight. So no, I was gonna think about doing a late night tomorrow night. And I still might, but it depends on my pottery class. Depends what's happening. Let's see. Dennis says, I did get a text on beginning mail from AG on Saturday. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, if you use your text number, your phone number in the online store, it sends you text message notifications. If you use your email, it sends you email notifications. So yeah, things are going on good here. Cats are good. We went out for some long walks last night after the live. I did some stuff around here, picked up a few groceries, and then went home. And the cats and I kind of went out for some long walks. The girls got to stay out a good while each. Not too long because they still make me nervous, especially Tallulah. Idabelle and Gertie are kind of very, they're kind of slow outside. Like they take it slow. Now I hear thunder. I'm glad I put my windows up. They kind of take it slow and they walk around and they look, and Tallulah, she just darts around. She's like very fast and like very manic. So she makes me nervous. But they were very good. They ended up being very good. No problems. And yeah, they got to go out a little bit. Barnaby and I stayed out for a long time, pretty long time last night. Before I had to go in the house. I worked on some laser stuff in the house last night. I cut some laser pendants for some orders to get some of that going. And I wanted to do some sublimation tonight, but I don't think I'm going to get to that today. So that's going to be a tomorrow project. And yeah, there's a lot going on. I have a lot happening trying to keep up with everything myself, but it's going pretty well. Susan says, I got my oil change and car inspected, then came back and started working on some polymer pendants. Now I think I deserve a nap now. After the live, Susan, says Marianne, right? Yeah, after the live. Don't take a nap yet. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're all doing well out there. Like I said, I think I'm going to get started here pretty quickly, unless you all have anything else you want to chat about, talk about what's going on with all of you out there. I always say what's going on with us, but you are more than welcome to chime in and let us know what you're up to. I know, like, not every day is busy. Some days I go, oh, well, I shipped and I drop things off at the post office. Some days that's my entire day. I wanted to get up early and go for a walk in the park today, but I did not do that. I should have. I was up earlier at one point, and then I laid back down, and I should have just gotten up and did the walk, because that would have made me feel good. But I kind of needed the rest. I fell asleep pretty early last night for me. It was just before 1, I think, and that's pretty early for me. But yeah, I was pretty tired. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Not much. I mean, and everything. But I'm excited to go see my nephew play ball again tonight. He has a doubleheader. They have 2 games they're playing. So they start at 6. So let's get started with this so that I can get this kind of get through the lots that we have. Maybe we'll chat some more at the end, depending on how things are going. Yeah, that way I'll get down there and see my family for the game. My dad might be there this time, which will be nice to see him. I was hoping to see my aunt, but like many of you, some of her medications are making it very hard for her to be in the heat. And it is very hot. So I don't know if I'll see her or not. Nap and tired talk is making me yawn. No, I'm not tired. I'm good. Yeah, as I start, now I'm thinking about yawning. Now I want to yawn. Don't do that to me, y'all. Don't do that to me. I was all good until we started talking about all that. Jeanette says, I got my first garden tomato yesterday, a little cherry tomato. I had to get it before the deer ate it. So mad at the deer, they ate my gladiolas and broke my sunflowers. Those deer, I know, they will definitely do that. I'm always, they need to eat too. They like the good stuff just like we do. I know that we want our pretty flowers and our own vegetables, right? And it is hard when they do that, but they're just scavenging, right? They're just finding as much as they can find, and sometimes they find the good stuff. So I guess they need it too. But yeah, anyway. Doesn't help when you have a garden and they're doing that. I know the feeling. We've had a number of gardens, and sometimes we had to install some very large fences so that the deer couldn't get into the garden. When we were at the apartment, we had a big garden, and we had to put up a pretty big fence, and we actually electrified the fence. Not super like super high voltage or anything, but just a little bit, because there were bear and there were deer that wanted to eat everything. And yeah, you put a lot of work into your garden, right? You don't want them eating everything. Suzanne says, I had to get 2 wasps today. They were inside and I was afraid for the cats. Still sad. Yeah. It's hard, right? You gotta I don't like to have to get things, right? Like that, but things like that are very, very difficult to take out. Sometimes I trap them. If I can get them on a window or something, I'll trap them in a glass, and then I'll slide a piece of paper or something, or a thin cardboard like cardstock up, and then I'll let them out. But sometimes you just can't do that, and that's sad. All right, let's take a look. These are some of my favorite things. and I hope you like them too. They're all different things. Like I said, I pulled things that I even forgot that we had. I found some drawers. I found some stashes. So I hope you like them. Then it says, I did read to put up some fishing line and it will surprise them because they won't see the fishing line. I guess that's good as long as they're not like running. Like I have seen deer, like, because my grandparents had deer and they would rent out the field below them, below their house to a neighboring farmer. And the farmer would do fencing. And sometimes the wires were really small in the fence. And the deer would run and then they would hit or try to jump them and they'd miss because they didn't see the top layer. And sometimes they get hurt. So like it's always one of those things. I don't know. I don't want them to get hurt, but I also know that they can really demolish like a garden or a flower bed or anything like that. They keep eating our pear tree. Thankfully, I think one of our pear trees has been pretty okay. But they pretty much killed off 2 of our pear trees because they kept eating the leaves to the point where the trees just they weren't getting any nutrients or anything. They just died. Dominion's here. Hello. It says, deer ate the leaves of 3 avocado seeds I planted in the garden bed. Oh, well, they didn't want the larger ones in a container on the porch, right? They do what they want. They do what they want. Yeah, nature will do what it wants, right? Boy, I hear thunder, but it's still so sunny out. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes it's when, I hope we don't get super bad storms. I hope, all this stuff, there's lots of tropical storms happening, and I hope people are okay out there. Barb was talking about one of her neighbors. They have a house in Florida, but they also have a house on the West Coast. And I guess their West Coast house got pretty badly damaged by some weather out there. And they repaired everything, and then it got hit again, which was super sad. And they're still kind of recovering from that. But there's a lot of wild weather out in the world right now, at least here in the US. I don't know what weather is doing here in North America, I should say. I don't know what weather is doing in Europe and Asia and Africa, all that. I don't follow the weather there. I don't know if they're having the wild weather kind of that we seem to be having. I'm assuming they are, but I don't know anyone close enough in those places to tell if all that's been going on. Marion says, it has been known to rain just on one side of the road. Things happen like that. I remember once when I was a kid, it was so cool because it was the first time I'd ever seen it when I was a kid. It was raining in half of my grandparents' yard. Like one half of the yard was rain. The other half, there was no rain at all. And it was just such a cool thing to see. Because it was like pouring on one side and not on the other. It was like sunny on the other side. Potential drought in the UK says it's funny all over. Yeah, it's things are happening. Mother Earth is trying to adjust, right? Readjust, realign. Anyway, let's flip this camera around and let's see what we've got for you today. I hope you like these because these are, like I said, some of my favorite things I picked out of the things that we have that y'all haven't grabbed before or no one has grabbed before. These are some of my favorite things that we've got. So I'm going to flip the camera, which is easier now, but then I have to flip the mirroring of the camera. There we go. Kim says, thundering but sunny here. Yeah, it's thundering and sunny here too. Susan says, weather's quite wild. The state park by me is still closed after the floods we had a week and a half ago. I go down to the river nearly every day and I miss it. Yeah, it's hard when you have a routine, right? And then things change so unexpectedly. All right, let's take a look. These are going to be WFA lots today. Williams favorites in the afternoon. How about that? WFA, if you'd like to purchase from this video, take down the lot number, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. That's all you got to do. First come, first serve. If you do request it and you get it, please know we're going to ask you to take it. So don't request everything and then say, I just wanted this or this or this. That's what that means. And then there's going to be a price here. That's the price per item. If there's more than one of those items at that price, there'll be a number down here. All right. Please send a new email each time. Do not reply to an old email to send a new one, because that gums up the works for everybody. Well, for you miss out on stuff is pretty much how it works. All right. Let's see here. These were, I'm even going to give you deals today, even though some of these may have never been shown or haven't been shown in a long time. So WFA1, $20. Are these Tibetan agate etched? Now these are modern, these are not old, but these are Tibetan etched agate tubular beads. There's one strand available, and I think these are super cool. This is about, let's see here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 beads on the strand. That's the easier way to do it on these when they're like this. Size doesn't really matter on the whole strand. There's 8 beads, and these are 13 millimeters by about 41 millimeters. And these are the etched Tibetan agate. WFA1 was $25 for the strand, and now down to $20 for all of you. $20, strand number 1. What do you think of those? WFA2. These are similar but different, so I'm going to make them the same price. They were $25, bring them down to $20. And these are a different style. These are more opaque, but in the same style. And 2, 4, 6, 8 beads on there as well. Same size. WFA2. Marianne has some beads like that. Good. Have you used them? Have you used them in a project yet? Or are they in the stash? In the stash. Okay, let's see here. These were 14. I'm going to bring them down to 12. No. Yes. Let's bring them down to 12. Not used yet. WFA3. These are an antique glass melon bead strand. Antique glass melons. And that's WFA3. Suzanne says, worked on design earlier, have not finished it yet. Ooh, I can't wait to see. And these antique glass melons are about 9.8 millimeters by 10.7. And they're in this really pretty color blue. Oh, I do have 2 strands of these. 2 strands of those. And you know what? Let's bring that down to $10. Let me rewrite that. WFA, because I think I can do that. Let's give you a special deal on that today. Let's bring it down to 10. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 beads on that strand. antique glass melon beads. 1 strand available. WFA 3. WFA 4. Let's see here. Let's do 350. I love these little vintage glass beads. These are vintage glass little saucer bead. Get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them for $3.50. And these are approximately 13.7 by 7.8 millimeters. WFA 4. Let's see here. WFA 5. This is vintage crystal. Whoops. Let's flip this around. WFA 5. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. This is a strand. This is approximately a 12-inch strand of this beautiful crystal with an AB finish. This is a vintage crystal. These are faceted rounds at about 10 millimeters. 1 strand available, $6. WFA 5. WFA 5. All right, let me make some room. Running out of room here. So this is WFA 1. This is the etched Tibetan agate. I love this particular strand. I like this strand better than that strand, but they're both very nice, just in different ways. But I love the color in these. It's almost like a green and brown and gray. So we have those. Let me put those back. And then we have these ones, WFA 2. And let's move these over. WFA 3, WFA 4, WFA 5. 2 reminds me of Red Holsteins. I could see that. I could see that. Totally. WFA 6. Let's see what else I have in my bag of goodies. I have a strand of non-dyed howlite. regular howlite. This is a beautiful strand of it too. And these are howlite rounds. And they are 10 millimeters. And this is a 15-inch strand. And it was 16. I'm going to bring it down to 12. $12. This is a vintage strand. Beautiful, nice quality howlite. Some of these are really super pretty. Like this one, it's almost transparent. They're so fun. I love that nice neutral base. That's WFA 6. I thought these were fun. I'm going to make these $6 each. I have multiples of these. I don't know how many. I should say I have 10. A few bags of these. WFA 7, $6 a bag. It's a bag of these vintage plastic pearls. And they come in all these different shapes. So it's a pearlescent vintage plastic. And it's $6 a bag. That's a really good deal. Just giving you a special extra bonus on those today. WFA 7. All different shapes. Like I said, you get smaller ones, you get some drops, you get some all different kinds. Faceted, rounds, large and small. See if I can get this bag resealed. Does not want to seal back up. There we go. WFA 7. This is WFA 3. The antique glass melon beads. $10 a strand. I love this sky blue color. And I love a melon bead. I don't know about you, but I love melon beads. Let's see. Whoops, let me put this in here. Let's see a little better. And WFA 4 are these beautiful clear glass vintage saucer beads. $3.50 for the lot. 6 of them in there. And WFA 5 are these beautiful AB coated crystal rounds. $6 for the strand of those. $12 for the strand of the vintage natural. Oh, I just blanked. And now I have magnesite in my brain, and that's not what it is. Not hematite. Oh my goodness. My brain some days, it just gives out on me. It'll come to me. Howlite. Thank you. Howlite. And then we have these, WFA 7, these vintage plastic pearlescent beads in a lot. Let's see here. WFA. Thank you, Jeanette. This is Howlite. Yep. It'll come to me. Right? Okay. These are big uns. Big, bold, and beautiful. These were $192. I'm going to bring them down to $148. $148. This is an incredible deal on some very, very pretty large quartz beads. Stunningly beautiful, clear quartz, high grade, large quartz beads, faceted. If you like really high-end quality, that's what you're getting here. I love these beads so much. Was 192 for the strand. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beads on there. Dropping it down to 148 for you all. Impeccable quality. Stunning beads. These are approximately 21.2 by 39 millimeters. WFA 8. Oh, first sell of the day. Thank you. WFA 5 has sold. That's the crystal. Thank you so much. Let me put that away. WFA 6, WFA 7, and a beautiful WFA 8 still available. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. This is, I don't know how to spell it. Howlite. Almost. You almost got it. Lite. All right. Oh, these are stunning. Let me see how long these are. These are 16-inch strands. Beautiful, beautiful pearls. And I've got 2 strands available. WFA 9. These were 18. I'm going to bring them down. Let's bring them down to 14. 14. It's as low as I can go. These are really, really nice. Let's see here. WFA 9. These are these beautiful little button pearls. They are top drilled. So they give you this little kind of zipper design when you use them, which is very cute. And you don't see, I mean, sometimes you see pearls like this, but we see them less and less often. And these are nice vintage quality. They're kind of a golden color. They're a little bit yellow. They have a little bit, I'm going to say, of a green tint to them, even. They're kind of that yellow-green. I think they're really pretty. I love these. That's WFA 9, $14 a strand, 2 strands available. WFA 10. Brassy. They are brassy, Marianne. It's exactly what they are. Brassy color. Super nice. 16-inch vintage pearl strands. Let's see. Now I know some of y'all like the black spinel. So I pulled some black spinel. Some of y'all have been asking for it during the Total Request Lives, and we haven't been able to find it. I found some. So, black spinel. Let's see. These were 18 a strand. I'm going to bring them down to 15 a strand for you. I have 2 of them available. And these are these black spinel faceted rounds. I love black spinel because it gives such a good reflective, it has such a good reflective quality to it. Gives such a sparkle. And these are 3.8 millimeters, so about 4 millimeter faceted rounds in black spinel. Only 2 strands available, and they are, let me see here, let me measure the strands for you. They are about 12-inch strands on those. 12-inch strands at that price. We've sold both of the WFA 9s. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. WFA 10s, so the 9s, these pearls are sold. I'm going to take those away. Thank you, thank you. Great deal on the pearls, I think. I think that's the lowest price we ever had on those. Good job. All right, black spinel. It's over here. And I'm going to pull away the Howlite as well, WFA 6, to make room on the board. Let's put that away. And WFA 7. I didn't get a bag for that. Oh, there we go. WFA 7. Pearlescent vintage plastic. I think those are super cool. And I think these would go really well. I think these will go really well with the black spinel. I love that combination of that pearlescent and the black. Also, I think these last pearls, I was going to put these with the black spinel too. I think they would look really good. I think that's a really nice combo. I like that. Of course, black goes with a lot of things, right? So, here we go. Okay, what was I doing? Putting this one away. Putting this one away. Whoa! So anyone have any plans today, tonight? This is the WFA 8, was 192, taking it down to 148. Beautiful quartz. WFA 10 is the black spinel. Ooh, love, love, love these. These were, this is WFA 11. These were 24 each. I'm going to bring them down to 18 each for you all. And there are 2 of these available. This is an electroplated onyx. Electroplated onyx beads. Look at how beautiful those are. I love them so much. Electroplated onyx. Suzanne's trying out your new haircut. Nice. Do we have a picture? Did we get a picture of that yet? I don't think we saw a picture of your new haircut yet. Michelle's about to eat some pizza and watch. Nice. So these are beautiful electroplated onyx. I love the colors in these. That's $24 down to $18 a strand only on those. These are 7.5 millimeter beads. And this is a 15-inch strand. 15-inch strand. Marianne had pizza for lunch. I had pizza for dinner last night. I got a quick pizza. WFA 11. I also had some leftover mac and cheese, and I got some baked beans. And so I had that, and then I was still hungry, so then I ate my pizza. So I had a lot to eat last night. But I didn't eat dinner or lunch. I rarely eat lunch, especially when Andrew's not around. I'm really bad about that. So, you know. All right, I have some more black spinel, this time smaller. Let's see here. We had these at $15. Let's make them 12 each. And I have a bunch of them. Found a whole cache of them. Cache. Black spinel. WFA 12. Look at those. So, size difference, just to show you. 4 millimeters were the first ones. And then these ones are 2.5 millimeters. 2.5 millimeters. And that's WFA 12. Black spinel. So sparkly. And I love black spinel because it's a little bit heavier than other stones. It just has a good feel to it. So those are $12 a strand. Multiple strands available. Okay, I'm going to take this away. This is the WFA 8. Was $192 down to $148. Here's, I try to have my largest meal at lunch. Yeah, a lot of people do. It's supposed to be better for you, right? Give you time to digest and all that good stuff. I'm just bad about it. I'm just bad about that. I just get busy and then I don't eat, you know? And then by the time I get to my nighttime, I really realize I'm hungry, and that's why I eat then. But I very often do forget that I haven't eaten. Like, I'm trying to think. I didn't eat anything today, I don't think. Having cheese pan pizza, says Michelle. Nice. Okay, WFA 13. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do these at $5. WFA 13. These are the African Korobo beads. And there are 10 of them in here, so they're 50 cents a bead. And they are approximately 11 millimeters, we'll say, by about 20. 11 by 20. WFA 13, $5 for the lot of those. I really like this design. I really like those. Super cool African beads. WFA 13. Of course, these are all my favorites, so I'm going to keep saying, I really like these, because I picked my favorites today. WFA 14. Ooh. Okay. I know some of y'all like the moon glow beads, and I have a big pack of moon glow here for you. I'm going to do it at a good price. These were $18, which was already a good deal. This is a big bag. This is the 3x4 bag. This is not the 2x3. And these are moon glows in this matte purple and this black gray. And that's a whole bag full of those rounds. They are about 10 millimeters per bead. and you get the whole bag of them for $15. WFA 14. We've just sold 13 twice. Sorry, 13 is sold out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. What am I doing? Let's not put that in there yet. So 13 is sold. Thank you, thank you. We'll take that away so people know it's gone. Okay. WFA 15. Again, for those who like Moonglow, these are vintage, probably antique at this point. Antique, vintage Moonglow beads. I've got 2 of these available. And they are these beads in this color. Oh, it's raining out there now. So you get the 3 different sizes. You're going to get the orangey cylinders. And you're going to get more of the, these are a twisted cylinder, and it's more coppery color. And then the longer, skinnier cylinders in that coppery color. And you get a whole bag of those too. You get the whole bag of those, bursting. Suzanne says, I have that mixed with the yellow Moonglow. It's great. Good, good. Thank you. So that's WFA 14, WFA 15. Once we're out of these, we will probably never see that kind of quantity of those Moonglow like that to make mixes like that again. Those are kind of really special mixes. All right, I'm going to put these back. These are the 4mm black spinel faceted rounds. Suzanne says it's enough for 2 necklaces. I bet. I'll take your word on it because we didn't kind of parse it out, but I believe that. And I'm also going to put these back. These are the electroplated onyx beads. And it's WFA 11, $18 a strand, down from $24. WFA 11. My things around over here, so I started cleaning and didn't get far enough on some things. There's only one of these, and we've got 2 of those. WFA 16. All right. These were 38. I'm going to drop them down to 30 for you all. $30. Are these stunning bloodstone faceted drops. Ooh, you hear that rain? It is really raining now. Bloodstone faceted drops. And these are graduated. This is an 8-inch strand. They are graduated from about 9mm by 18.5 to the largest one on here. Looks to be about this one, which is about 10.5 by 23.5. He says, yep, good you closed the windows. I know, right? Beautiful bloodstone. High quality. Nice grade stone. It almost reminds me of ruby and zoisite, but it's a little bit darker. And it's something very rare. Like, I don't see this, and I love that color combination, that kind of green and red. This is a little bit more of a deeper color, but they're super pretty. Great for earrings. $30, you're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 beads, 17 drops in the strand. So what, less than $2 a drop? Wow. That's actually really good. I didn't break that out before in my head when I priced them. Yeah, that's a really good price. Because I don't think I could sell those for less than $2 a drop. Or, yeah, I don't even know if I could sell them for $2 a drop. It would be a little bit higher probably if we sold them retail. All right, here's another big one for those of you who like higher end. This is 120 originally. Let me see what I can do on this. Let's do it at 98. This is an insanely good price. WFA 17 was $120, bringing it down to 98 for you all. Are these gigantic vintage Baroque pearls. If Andrew saw me doing this price, he would probably have a fit. Gigantic Baroque pearls was $120, bringing it down to $98. And these are some luscious pearls. They are approximately 16 millimeters by 20 and a half. And that is a 16-inch strand of those pearls. This is the deal of the show right here. Look at the color. Vintage pearls. Look at the nacre on them. Gigantic. Ginormous pearls. Kimberly says, OMG, you are killing me. This is an excellent deal. Excellent deal. WFA 17, 120 down to 98. One strand only. All right, there it is. These are actually slightly graduated. I'm just noticing that. They are slightly graduated. They start smaller, and then they do get bigger, and then they go back down to a little bit smaller. Not much. It's barely enough that I noticed it, but they are slightly graduated. And look at that color. Oh my goodness. $98 only. Where are you going to see pearls that nice again for $98? Don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Because I think we would have a hard time finding them to buy them for $98 these days. Pearls that are that nice, modern style, they'd probably be that cost at this point, especially with everything going on in the world. Pretty much pricing them at cost. Let's see here. Let me put the black spinel away. Kimberly says, I want them so bad. I know, right? All you got to do is send that email. Send that email in. WFA 17. Putting 12 away, that's the black spinel. Those are going back. Those are the 2.5 millimeter black spinel. And nobody wants these ones. Surprising to me, but okay. People asking for Moonglow all the time. That's Moonglow, y'all. Vintage Moonglow. Lucite. Vintage Moonglow Lucite. All right, WFA 14 we'll put back. WFA 15. This is the Vintage Moonglow Lucite again. A whole bag of those. 2 of those available. Only $15. Putting those back. Some of you may have these. I don't know how many bags we started out with originally. Maybe that's why. All right, WFA 16. This was the Bloodstone. Move that over there. WFA 17, the deal of the evening, afternoon. The giant Baroque pearls at $98 only per strand. Vintage Baroque pearls. Let's see here. Let's do these at $6 for the lot. This is WFA 18. These are vintage, large check glass. These are clear, vintage, large check glass clear beads. And they are approximately 17 millimeters. They're $1 a bead, so $6 for the lot. Bloodstone is very powerful, says Suzanne. I know! And these are an exceptional, like, I have never seen Bloodstone this nice. Nobody takes the time, generally, to make Bloodstone into nice things like this, I feel like. And they're super pretty, really high grade. They look beautiful. All right, let's see here. What's next? What was next? This is WFA 19. This was $95 for the strand. I'm going to mark it down to $68. This is another. I'm giving you all a good deal. I'm trying to get y'all to grab some good stuff. This is lapis. Lapis faceted nuggets from Afghanistan. Beautiful dark blue natural lapis. Simple cut, faceted. This is already done up into a necklace, but you can redo it, restring it, use those beads however you want. Super deep color, 16-inch strand. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a good price. That's over 25% off. Beautiful natural lapis, WFA 19. One of my very favorite stones. This is one of my favorite strands. WFA 19. This is hard to measure because these are all different sizes, but width-wise, let's do this one, about 15.2 and 17.5 for that one right there. So compared to the other ones, you know, and it's done on sterling, so you can either keep it that way or take it apart and use them how you want. And you can save that if you do take them apart because they are sterling. Are these from Andrew's stash? These are from a stash. Don't worry about it, Michelle. Don't worry about where they came from. Nobody needs to know. Everybody needs to know where these came from. WFA 20. We're going to go to 40 today again, y'all. Let's see here. These were 15. I'm going to do them for 12 each. I don't know how many of these I have either. These are microfaceted pyrite. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. 9 of these. Sometimes pyrite is more silvery and sometimes it's a little more golden. And these ones I feel like are a little bit more golden than the ones we've had. We've had some that are silvery lately. This pyrite is a little bit more on the gold side, kind of like you get in the lapis. Look at these. Beautiful, beautiful. Pyrite, and they are approximately 2.2 millimeters. Michelle says WFA 16 looks native. They are very cool. I know, right? I'm surprised nobody wants those. This is pyrite, WFA 20, $12 a strand. They are 13-inch strands. 13-inch strands. This is, I think I have this pyrite or something very similar. Recently we've had some pyrite. It's been more silvery, like I said. This is definitely a little bit more on the golden color. So if you are combining it with something like a lapis and you want to pull out more of that, the pyrite in the lapis, it's a good combination. It looks really good. Look at that. Ooh, looks so good. Looks so good. All right, we just sold 17. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Those are those pearls. Somebody got an excellent deal because really, $98. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them. 19 of them on there. 98 divided by 19. That's $5 only, a little over $5 per pearl. And that's such an excellent deal. Such an excellent, excellent deal. So thank you so much. And, oops, let me see something here. Sorry, I'm checking the spam to make sure nobody's going into the spam, and I'm waiting for my spam to reset because it kind of went blank on me here. Okay, there we go. Good to go. And, oh, flipped again. Camera, stop it. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to us? Let's see. Someone has grabbed one of the pyrite strands. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We still have 8 of those available. Okay, I'm going to put the bloodstone away. Nobody wants it? We're talking about how pretty it is. Nobody wants it. All right. There you go. Away you go, bloodstone. Away you go. Okay. Okay. Move these over. These are the vintage check glass large faceted round beads in clear. We have the WFA 19, the beautiful lapis, $68 for that only. High grade, beautiful color, simple cut stones. I love the simple cut stones. They're just kind of cut however, you know, however it works, however it makes it look good. And now I can't find the end of these. There you are. Let's untangle those. Put these out here a little bit. Hello, Susan. Says the new time slot is confusing me. It's confusing me a little bit too. I have to be honest. It is different for me, but it is nice having the evenings. Like I got to do some laser stuff in the evenings. We have to open the window. It's not a big deal to open the window in the evenings, but it does, it's a little easier to do when it's a little cooler outside. We do block open the window, but some, it still lets air in. And so it was just nice to be able to do that in the evenings. Another storm coming, thundering. Miss Lucy is standing in the office with me, her tail between her legs. She's so scared of storms and loud noises. She shakes like a leaf. Poor little girl. Hopefully she does better. You got to get her a weighted coat. They say they make those. I don't know if you've ever tried it. They make those little thunderstorm coats for dogs. They're a weighted little coat that you can put on them. And some people swear that it works really, really well. Yeah, okay. We've had some beautiful things today, I think. I hope y'all are liking this. Not too many people grabbing stuff today, but, sometimes you don't like the things I like. It's all right. It's all right. We appreciate y'all hanging out no matter what. And don't forget, if you're just joining us, the online store sale is still going on until the end of today. It ends today. These were $38, and I will bring them down to $30 for you. These are a coated quartz, but they are so pretty. Thundercoat, says Suzanne. Yes, yes, yes. Suzanne says, I have to pace myself. I get it. I get it. Then it says Thunder Shirts. Not sure if she'd go for that. I know. I don't know either, but Danette says, it's so dark here. It looks like it's 9:30 p.m. Oh, boy. It's still light here. It's a little bit gray, but it's not too bad. These are a coated quartz. I don't know what it's coated with, but it's pretty. And these are amazing quartz, too. These are high-quality quartz that they started with. We have such good vendors, I swear. Such good quality quartz to begin with. And then they're coated to give it almost like that light green. It's a very light green. And these are 8-inch strands. I just set it here with this pyrite, and I think it looks so pretty together. Sorry, everybody. It's such a beautiful color together with that, I think. And as I pulled out all this quartz again, or this pyrite, Susan says, we got quite a rain in town. I heard it was raining a lot here. I don't know what it ended up doing, but it was definitely, I could hear it hitting the roof hard here. This is WFA 21. WFA 22. Who likes iolite? I like iolite. Who likes beautiful, stunning iolite? I like beautiful, stunning iolite. These were $75. I'm going to bring them down real low for you today. I'm going to bring them down to 55. Let me see something. Can't do that mental math. Let me see. Yeah, that's good. We'll do that. $55 for y'all today. Amazing iolite. These are AAA grade iolite. Faceted rounds. They are graduated. And they are already strung up on silver, on sterling. These are 16-inch strands without the sterling chain. And they start at about 3.8 millimeters, and their largest is about 5.6. Beautiful eyelight, $55 for the strand. Stunningly beautiful strands. I do have, I think, 3 of these available. WFA 22. We need rain, says Michelle. It's 83 degrees now. Yeah, you all need a lot of rain, right? Hope y'all get some. Suzanne says both cats are snoring. I don't know what our cats are doing. I don't know. Hopefully they're okay, not too scared. I'm sure they're fine. They don't really get scared. Gilbert sometimes does. The girls, you wouldn't even know it was raining. All right, let's see here. WFA 23. Okay, we had that. Ooh, that was such a good price already. Let me check something here real quick. See what I can do on this. We had that at 68. Let's bring it down to 48. Okay, y'all. Let me check something before I say that for sure. Yeah, let's do that. This is such a good deal. Oh, screen flipped again. These are stunningly beautiful labradorite faceted drops. And they are super high quality drops. They're more of a green labradorite, so they're not like the blue gray that you often see. They're more of a green, but they still are flashing blue. A lot of times the green flashes more of a purple, but these are flashing blue. And they are so pretty. This is an 8-inch strand. They are graduated drops. They start at about 10 by 20, and they go up to about 12 by 27. There is only one strand of these. I am doing them for $48, down from $68. That is, I think, a really, really, really good price. $68 was probably the deal price that we gave before. So I am giving it even more. It's like more than 25% off of that price. WFA 23. All right. The lapis has not sold, so we're going to put that away. This is the beautiful lapis strand. Look at that color. high-grade lapis simple cut stones was $95, taking it down to $68 for you all. One time only. We still have some of these available. This is the kind of golden colored pyrite, WFA 20. $12 each only. Ooh, the power just flickered a little bit here. Hopefully I don't lose power. WFA 21. We'll leave that out. That's the coated quartz. The iolite, WFA 22, and WFA 23, the beautiful labradorite drops. For those of you like African, I've got the best deal for African glass coming up. WFA 24. This is only $45. I'm putting it at $45. I think we've shown this once before. This is like the biggest strand of African sand cast glass I have ever come across. We have looked this up and tried to find it online. I can't find anyone else singing or selling it. And this says here, it says, "Hi, Will and Andrew. I've been missing your lives. That's sad. Now you found us. Hopefully you won't miss them anymore." We normally go live at 7:30 at night, but we have been going live at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here the past few days because my schedule has changed a little bit while Andrew is away. Look at this strand of sand cast African glass. These are big beads. This is a gigantic strand. Let's see, that's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 30. About a 34-inch strand of these large sand cast African glass. Look how big that is. We price this at $45. We simply cannot find anyone selling. Like, I have looked on Google, I have looked through vendors of ours. I don't see anyone selling beads this big in this big of a strand. These are approximately about 22 millimeters by about 16, 22 by 16, and it's only a $45 strand. It barely fits anywhere. So for those of you who like African glass and like something a little bit different, a little bit more rare, that's a lot of beads. That's a lot of beads for $45. And this is nice. What other? That's it. No other color. We can't even find this strand anywhere else in the world, let alone more colors of it. That is the only strand we've ever seen like that. And so there's about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, somewhere around 63 to 65 beads on there, less than $1 a bead. If we took this apart and sold them bead by bead, we would sell the beads for more than that. So sometimes you get a really good deal when you buy the whole strand from us. Sue says it's huge. It is huge. It is gigantic. And it's only $45. Andrew priced it at that before. I'm not changing the price because I tried to look it up just before the show today to see if I could find out if anyone else was selling anything like that. I can't. We have looked at our African vendors. We have looked on what's coming up for Google and us. I know Google is different for everybody when you're shopping it, but I've not been able to find another strand of that size, that quality, and those size of beads anywhere to compare it to. So we just gave you a really good deal. If you want it, it's yours. Just send us WFA24 in the email, info@allegorygallery.com. This was 120. I'm going to drop it down to $75. Let's go even further. Let's go to $65. This is, boy, I'm just like in a discounting mood today. I don't know why, but I am. Let's just discount it all. Let me put some of this away because I need room. Okay, that was the coated quartz. Let's move the iolite, AAA grade iolite. And this is, I just ordered Lucy a Thunder shirt type thing. It will be here Friday. Nice. Gotta take care of those little babies. If it helps, that would be great. Have to let us know how it goes. I've heard really good things from other people about them. All right, I've only got one of these. This is like almost half price. I was gonna do 75. I've only got one left. I'm gonna do 65 on this. This is Aquamarine Rounds. Beautiful quality. Aquamarine large rounds. Stunning color. So pretty. These are about 13.5 millimeters. And let me see, where's my other ruler? I keep covering over this ruler. This is a 16-inch strand. Aquamarine rounds, $65, down from $120. That is half price, I know. Not quite, I didn't go down to 60, but it is pretty much half price. 50% almost discount on these for you all. So this is, oh, I think Mercury retrograde starts tomorrow. Oh, goody. Nice, so nice. Did you sense the sarcasm? WFA 25, one strand available. Beautiful aquamarine, large rounds. Danette has to go. Have a great night, Danette. Thank you for hanging out with us today. All right. Boy, storming here again. Thunder's happening. I just hear the rain starting now. WFA. And Danette is right. It does look like nighttime here. I think that was Danette who said that. Michelle says, oh yeah, hubby can't handle Mercury retrograde, right? The aqua rounds are huge. I know, Susan. That's why they were 120. You don't see aquamarine rounds that big at that quality very often. They're such good color. They have such good glow to them. And now they're like almost half price. Woo, that rain is coming down now. Okay, next up. Let me see, what do I have on these? I'm going to do these at $14 only. $14. I have 3 of these available. These are WFA 26. This is a green kyanite drop. Green kyanite drops. You get a whole strand of these. Whoops. You see what strand this is here. This is a 16-inch strand. Yeah, I wonder if my nephew's going to have a ball game tonight. I know they cover the fields usually, so if it stops raining, they probably should. Green kyanite drops, 16-inch strand. Is that what I said? 16-inch strand? No, 14-inch strand. Sorry, it's about a 14-inch strand. And it's $14. $14 only. WFA 26. What is going on with my stand here today? There we go. Rainstorms make me want to sleep, says Marianne. Not me. It's too much. Rain showers make me want to sleep. Rainstorms do not make me want to sleep. They make me a little nervous to sleep. All right, WFA 23. That $48 only. Going back. No one's claimed that. I'm going to take the big one off the table. This is the African Sandcast, WFA 24. Large strand of it. You get the whole strand for $45. If you want that, you'll be the only one with one of those. Severe storms weird me out, says Susan. Me too. I'm not a huge fan. Especially because things around here at the cottage sometimes start leaking, and it's not nice. It's not great. I think I hear leaking happening right now as we speak, which has me nervous. But there's nothing I can do about it at this moment. WFA 27. Let's see, we have some Hessonite garnets. Hessonite garnets for y'all out there. I have 3 strands of these available. That's not right. WFA 27. These were 18. I'm going to do them for 15. Three strands, Hessonite garnet. Look at how beautiful these are. Stunning color. Beautiful Hessonite garnet color. Great clarity in the stones. Get that nice sparkle from the garnets. And these are approximately 3 millimeters. 3 millimeter strands, or 3 millimeter beads. And the strands are about 13-inch strands. Man, this is gorgeous garnets, right? Look at them. Gorgeous garnets. WFA 27. $15 a strand, 3 strands of it. WFA. Boy, it's really thunderstorming now. I don't know if you can hear that thunder out there. This is a Lamport glass heart. You can see it was 14. Can do it for 12. And this is 22.5 by 35.7 millimeters. Beautiful Lamport glass heart. WFA 28. WFA 29. And switching to the TV. Thank you. This is WFA 29. These are vintage glass beads. Large vintage check. And these are 18.5 approximately by 17.5. You get 4 of them for $3. I love this coating they've got on them, this finish. WFA 29. Got some more garnets for you. Let's see, these were 58. I'm going to bring them down to, let's bring them down to 40. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to put away the aqua. That was the nearly half price aquamarine rounds. Going away. WFA 26, the green kyanite, blades, drops, $14 a strand. 3 of those strands available. We'll put those away. $27 are the hessonite garnets, microfaceted hessonite garnets. $28 is the Lamport glass heart. $29 are the check glass beads, vintage check. And $30 are going to be these garnets at $40 per strand, down from $58. Are these stunning drops in garnet, and these are 9-inch strands. Of garnet drops. 2 of them available, $40 each. WFA 30. Okay, let's see. How are y'all doing out there? It is storming here. It's a little bit wild. It's a little bit wild. Okay. These were 21. I'm going to bring them down to 15. Let's see where the end of these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. WFA 31. These are black spinel. This time they are black spinel, kind of square beads. We've had these in other stones before. I think we did them in prehnite, prasiolite possibly, garnets. Now we have these black spinel in these little squares. And these are generally nice long strands. Let me see how long these are. These are approximately 16-inch strands. These are nice long strands of black spinel squares. And I've got 8 of them available. I found the black spinel for all of you looking for black spinel. I know a lot of people were asking for it, so I looked and looked and looked over the past few days, and I finally found some of it in one of our drawers. WFA 31, $15 per strand. 8 strands available. All right, let me put the hessonite garnets away. Hessonite garnets, microfaceted, WFA 27, $15 a strand. Let's do this heart. And it's marked Storms. I don't know if it's Lucinda Storms, I want to say, if I got the name right. Import glass heart, WFA 28. And WFA 29. $3 for the Czech glass, vintage Czech. I really like those. Let's see. WFA 30. Moving that over. WFA 31. Move these over. Black spinel. And let's see, what else do I have in my bag of goodies? WFA 32. These are $12 each. We've got 3 of them available. These are a good old price on these. Let's get one out of the bag. These are the awesome skull charms in sterling silver. Flat back, and then a 3D skull. This is again done in sterling. These are old prices. We probably would not get these prices again if we got them now. Silver has been going up since then. These are $12 each, and there are 3 of them available. And these are 10 millimeters by approximately, by 13. 10 by 13 millimeters. Skull charm in sterling. 3 of them available. Get in the back. Get back in the back. Speaking of Mercury retrograde, we were speaking of it, unfortunately, right? We have blue lace agate with blue chalcedony in there. Microfaceted rounds. These are approximately 3 millimeters. They're exactly 3 millimeters on that one. Blue lace agate, which has the blue chalcedony in there, which is good for Mercury retrograde. And let me see, how many strands do I have? 3, 7, 12. 12 of those strands available. They are $18. Let's do them for $12 each. Since it's almost Mercury retrograde, we'll give you an extra. Usually we go down to 15, but let's go down to 12 on those. WFA 33, Mercury retrograde, blue lace agate / blue chalcedony faceted rounds. Whew, the rain's letting up a little bit, thankfully. All right, let's see. Let's put the garnets away. WFA 30. And let's move these over. And WFA 34. WFA 34. I have these copper charms. They are $3 each, and I've got those 4 of them available. WFA 34, $3 each, 4 of them available. Suzanne says, just got word my meeting tomorrow is rescheduled. Is that good or is that bad? Sometimes it's good to have it rescheduled. Sometimes it's a pain to have it rescheduled. I hope that's good news for you. WFA 34, Hamsa charms, $3 each. These are approximately 24 by 34.5 millimeters. Let's see what we got here. We've got 8 of these. It's great. We're under a flood watch. Well, that's great for sure. This is WFA 35, and we've got 8 of these available for $2.75 each. So butterflies. WFA 36. Let's see. Just sold a strand. We just sold one of the 32s. Thank you so much. We sold one of the 34s. We sold 2 more of the 34s. Thank you. We have the little copper, antique copper butterflies. WFA 36, $2.75. Got 4 of those. Let me put away the black spinel. These are the black spinel squares. still have 2 of the 32s available. We have the 33s. We still have 1, I think, of the 34s. Yes, 1 of the 34s available. 35, we've just sold 1 of those, thank you. And we have the 36, so we have 7 of those available, and oh, you can't even see that, can you? Not on the brown. There we go. I love these little charms. I think they're so cute. All right, so I'll lose track of where those go. Eight of these. These are 225. Oh boy, the rain is back. Jeepers. Hello, Cynthia. Thanks for joining us. WFA 37 are these little sea turtles. Sea turtle charms. And this is $2.25 each. 8 of them available. And these are approximately 12.3 by 16 millimeters. Sea turtle charms. And there's some of y'all like that. Those little sea turtles. WFA 38. Ooh, that made me jump. That one made me jump. And the turtles pewter. They are, I believe, a silver plated, but I believe they are a base metal underneath. They are not sterling or anything like that, not at that price. One, two, three, four. I've got 5 of these. 5 of these. They're $2.75 each. I see the skull and the turtle next to each other. Of course. Okay. This is WFA 38. Let me show this and then I'll show you those together. This is an ammonite charm. $2.75. 5 of these available. And the sea turtle and the skull. There they are. Okay. And let me see here. Let me put the skull away. So that skull is WFA 32. It's $12 for sterling. And there are 2 still left if anybody's interested. You're welcome, Suzanne, of course. Of course, of course. And let me move the blue lace agate, blue chalcedony, microfaceted rounds away. Those are $12 each. Special price for Mercury retrograde coming up. We sold the last 34, so those are completely sold out. Thank you, thank you. Something here. I've got a mess over here. I started cleaning and I kind of moved things around and now I don't know where anything is. That happens, right? Okay. For monster dinner time, says Susan. They eat early. They eat early. WFA 35. We still have, let me check before I say for sure. 35. I've sold 3 of those. So I still have 5 of these available. 36. Nobody wanted any 36. So those still 4 of those available. 37. I've just sold 1 of these so far, and it just flipped on me. Let me see. Okay, there we go. 37. It's the sea turtles. I still have 8 of those available. 38 are the ammonites. And, I did sell 1 of the sea turtles. Thank you. And I sold 1 of the ammonites there. Thank you so much. So 7 and 4 available. WFA 39. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 of the ammonites in the copper. Copper finish. 9 of those. It's an antique copper finish. And then last one, WFA 40. I have them in a gold plated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 of those in this beautiful gold plating. And some of those. $2.75. Gold is usually a little bit more expensive, but I just averaged it out for y'all. And so those are the lots for today, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out with me. How are y'all doing? Getting through the storms. Hopefully, nobody has too much severe weather. I have to wait and see if my mom has heard anything about the ball games tonight. Let's see here. I'm going to do that. Delete. Yeah. So, yeah. And it says, my storm is on the way, flooding possible. Oh no, that's no good. Let me flip this camera around real quick and chat with y'all a little bit more. I didn't get to chat too much at the beginning because I wanted to keep pushing just in case the baseball game is going to happen, but I don't know that it's going to happen. Oh, my brother is messaging. He's asking me if it's pouring in Ligonier. Sorry, everybody. Trying to let them know what's going on. Cynthia says, you guys are awesome. I'm sorry if I was late. Y'all have a good one. You too. And remember, you can always watch the replays. You can always catch things on the replay, and you are able to claim from the replays. So if you saw something and you thought you missed it, these are good. Usually we reserve these prices for about 24 to 48 hours at least. If I haven't already sorted everything out and put everything back, usually those prices can stay a little bit longer too, unless we give a special announcement that this is only good for a certain amount of time. Let's see here. Suzanne enjoyed the show. Suzanne says, yeah, heavy flooding possible here, getting dark. Ooh, boy. I hope you're all okay down that way. Yeah, it's a little bit scary out there sometimes, right? This was scary here. Like, I've not seen rain like this here in, I think, quite some time. So this is a little bit wild here today. I'm kind of glad I was inside and not out driving, or I don't know what kind of rain we got outside, but it sounded really hard and really heavy at certain points. It's starting to lighten up a little bit, but it was dark outside. It was very dark for a little while. But maybe this is it. Maybe the rain is done now. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you all have a good afternoon, rest of your afternoon, and a good evening. I hope you don't get too much severe weather. Please check in, for those of you who are expecting some severe weather, please check in when you can on the Design Challenges group. If you think about it, I know it's not the first thing on your mind, but we all do get concerned. So please check in with us. Let us know how things are going for you all. And we'll be sending out good vibes for y'all. All right. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing afternoon. And we'll be back here tomorrow with something else. Who knows what? Let's see here. Suzanne says you had done great things this afternoon. Thank you. I think there's some really good prices. I think I picked some good stuff. I hope you liked it. Oh, you had some great things. I think so, but not a lot of them sold. So if you're just tuning in and you found us kind of partway through this, I know I started kind of really early today. Early today in the afternoon, but also I didn't do a lot of the chatting. So if you're just tuned in kind of partway through, please do go back and take a look, because there are some really good prices and really good finds, I think, today. So thank you all so much. Have an amazing day. And we're sending good vibes out for good weather for all of you. And we'll see you here, we hope, tomorrow. Sue says, I have to watch the replay. I missed half of this live. See, I did. I not only started early today at 3, but I didn't do as much of the talk at the beginning because I was waiting to see if I had to go to a baseball game. I have a hard time believing there's going to be a baseball game, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the replays. Thank you for watching live. Please share this with your friends. Let people know we exist in the world. If you know anybody who's creative, into beads, Allegory Gallery is one of those kind of, I think, under the radar kind of places. I know many of you were this little treasure find. I hope we are, but we need to be found by more people, which would really help us. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. Thank you for your love. And we love you all back. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, probably around 3. But we'll see. Stay tuned. All right. Bye, everybody.